I'm back. You guys ready? A recap? A regular old recap like the ones we used to do like a month ago? Body camera footage has been released out of Winchester, Virginia, showing probably the sloppiest room clearing I've ever seen. Watch this part. He didn't even clear his corner. You got 3 people standing in the fatal funnel. Bunch of jokers, I tell you what. Florida man got bit by a shark and quickly headed over to the nearest emergency room. I'm just kidding. He went to the bar. Florida surfer gets bitten by a shark, goes to the bar instead of hospital. His friend told the local news, he was like, I got bit by a shark. And people were like, I'll buy you drinks. So he went and hung out at the pier. The Northern District of the Baltimore Police Department had a pretty interesting find last week. It looks like violent video games like Fallout 4 probably caused this one. And you guessed it, the comments are pure gold. This is definitely the gun that shot Lincoln. I moved to strike all charges. Clearly he is from the past and doesn't know how to return to times of old. Items found stashed in his wooden peg leg. That gun shooting nothing but mesothelioma. We all gonna be entitled to financial compensation. They finally locked up Captain Crunch and his old lady. Westworld PD has done it again. He probably got that gun in a trade for squirrel oil and stewed raccoon ankles. Murder rate is one of the highest in the country and you guys are proud of a bust like this. I hope the people of Baltimore feel safe now that Captain Barbosa is behind bars. The wagon trails are a bit safer without these rapscallions and their hand cannon. Is that an R-15? Oh, this is a good one. Have you guys seen this? Saluda County police officers did an oopsie. Georgia Southern starting quarterback Shy Wirtz was pulled over for speeding. Officers noticed a powdery white substance on the hood of his car, so they tested it using the on-scene test kits, and they both came back positive for
turn pink, man. What
the hell?
Some cocaine, ain't it?
Like I said, he might have tried to throw it in front. Poof.
Well, he got arrested and temporarily suspended from the football team, but it turns out it was just bird poop.
Sounds like a bunch of bird poop.
Therefore, obviously, we know who was in the wrong in this situation. The birds, for doing too much cocaine. Seriously though, my first instinct as a police officer probably wouldn't be to test the white stuff on the front of a car because it's more than likely bird shit.
Sounds like a bunch of bird poop.
Then again, I guess all sorts of cops catch dope fiends and dealers driving around with their stash on the hood of their car. I'm laughing about it now, but watch, there are some dope boys out there that are going to take advantage of this ingenuity and make a cocaine paste and just rub it all over their car.
Sounds like a bunch of bird poop.
Next up, we got a funny video of a 2-for-1.
Oh no.
Ouch. I know that I rag on UK police all the time, but oh my god, what is that?
Why are we still here? Just to suffer?
Stay classy, you cheeky buggers. Speaking of British police, and funny comments on stupid criminals on Facebook, the South Wales Police Department arrested this guy who had a really funny mugshot. Naturally, everyone on Facebook is going to jump in and say things like, he was last seen in town, police are combing the area, push his release date back further than his hairline, that should teach him, who done his hair, Moses, looks like his hairline is on the run too, and he's vanished into thin hair. It got over 90,000 comments and 15,000 shares before the South Wales Police Department took it down. Already, we can see that the South Wales Police Department are big old party poopers. Not only did they take the post down, though, they came back with a statement saying this: when the line is crossed from being funny to abusive, who do we have to make sure we are responsible and remind people to be careful about what they write on social media? If you say something about someone which is grossly offensive or is of an indecent, obscene, or menacing character, then you could be investigated by the police. Yes, the South Wales Police Department has warned you that they could arrest you for making mean old comments online. 54-year-old Cleveland man Michael Harrell walked into a U.S. bank on Monday morning and slipped a teller a piece of paper which read, "This is a robbery. Don't get nobody hurt." He walked out with a whopping $206 and was arrested a few hours later. He was arrested a few hours later not only because he didn't wear a mask to a bank robbery, but the piece of paper that he handed the teller had his name address, and phone number on the back of it. Oh, how do I keep this one from demonetizing this entire video? A woman in Monroe, Louisiana was accused of taking $5,000 from her boyfriend. Not nice. She confessed to the deputies that she did in fact steal the money, and she was transported to the local jail, where they found $6,233,000 in cash in her prison purse, along with some... She straight up told police that that little baggie of Florida Man fuel inside of her prison purse wasn't hers. For some reason, deputies didn't believe her, and she was also charged with possession. 20-year-old New Hampshire woman Christian Benoit didn't like her neighbor. She even told police that her neighbor beat her up. She had wounds all over her arm, she had a black eye, and there was even blood all over her apartment. The cops began their investigation, and really what I mean by investigations is they walked over to the blood and said, hey, that's not real blood. Police found a tube of vampire blood for Halloween costumes in her apartment. Turns out her black eyes were also makeup. She even ransacked the place herself to make it look like a home invasion. Not cool, Christy, not cool. A Florida woman was arrested for burglary. That never happened. When arrested, she tried to get out of it by telling deputies that she works for the Special Victims Unit of the CIA and that Donald Trump is her handler, that Bill and Hillary Clinton are her parents, as well as the late President John F. Kennedy, who she says is still alive. But wait, what if the Clintons really are her parents and she just told on them? Now she's gonna get suicided. Suggestions. We had a suggestions list for my next Leo recap on Twitter. That was like 2 weeks ago, but I'm not going to ignore you guys. We're going to go over it now. Rookie City Sergeant says, this one, please. Okay. Hear me out. What if we implemented the same technique, but 5 police officers with riot shields? We call it the justice bomb, right? Sergeant's in the very front. He yells back to the corporal, cut the line. Corporal's like, "Tenfo, Sergeant." And he pulls out his service pistol and he shoots the line. And they go flying and they land in the middle of a bunch of dudes with black face masks on and skinny jeans in Portland. I'm writing a letter to the Portland police chief and the mayor about this right now. I'm just kidding. They don't care about the safety of their city anymore. Oh, how I miss the 2017 Portland riot police. I had a cop stop traffic in SoCal so I could make a right turn in my semi-truck. That was neat. That's all I got. That's cool, Ben. There are hundreds of crabs spotted creeping in and crawling around in a Florida neighborhood. Woman pours hot grease on armed man accused of breaking into Alabama home. That didn't feel good. FBI is offering a $10,000 reward for information on suspected bank robber. Oh no, it looks like the dye bomb went off on him inside the car. Damn, he got away with robbing 4 banks and having a dye pack explode on him. From Micah, bus driver intentionally locked woman in luggage compartment, police say. Well, damned if she did, and a woman called police while she was locked inside of a bus's little luggage compartment, and police pulled the bus over, and the woman got out and said, "Hey, the bus driver pushed me in here and locked it." It doesn't give a reason, but that's why you should always do what the bus driver tells you, kids. I mean, wouldn't more kids act better on buses if there was a timeout compartment on them? Maybe the lady's just being a bitch. Give the bus driver a break. You know how annoying people can get on public transportation. That's all I have for you fine people today. If you want to talk about more stories, hang out, submit your own stories, whatever, I'll be at twitch.tv/donutoperator after this. Use your Amazon Prime account to subscribe to me for free on Twitch. Every little bit helps out. I don't know why YouTube's been demonetizing my videos so much. The MRE review video that I did the other day is the first gear review I've ever had demonetized after manual review, and I can't really figure out why. You want some really tasty MREs, go to mrenation.com. Use the code DONUT5 for 5% off of your order. Check out 50 Skate Shop on Instagram. Coming up this week, we're going to be playing bingo one day at least this week. Good old Sovvy Citizen bingo too. There's a bunch of shootings that I haven't broke down yet, so we're going to try to break down some of those guys. And other than that, please have a fantastic day.